Alrighty then. Air signs. Ooh, ooh. What's up, air signs? Welcome to Behind the Black Veil, where we get a more intimate look at the mysteries of our lives. I know that's right. Okay, there's many. This is for spiritual adults, of course. It's advanced, meaning you gotta, be pretty good with handling your emotions, handling being triggered, understanding how the spirits tend to speak to the living. All right, I'll try to help as much as I can, but I gotta keep it pressing on into the future. You know what it is, air signs. Okay, many layers of meaning. In my readings, I'm going to touch on a few may or may not resonate. Please, I urge you to take a look at my intro on my channel page. All right, you can just press my face down below. And that's the orientation for my channel. So if you haven't seen that, go ahead and take a gander at that when you get a chance. All right. And you'll get an idea of what to expect here. It's about 50 seconds long, so it won't take too much of your life away. All right? Yeah. Hear me and feel me for best results. Sometimes the roles can be reversed if you're new here, and viewer discretion is advised. This is your mental health checkup, okay? And I know you know the importance of mental health. And now we have the technology, all right? To look into the spirit world and see what the wise spirits have to say. All right? Start using these things for practical purposes. All right? Fantastic. Here's your current mental health. All right? According to the spirits. Well, I see. Oh, well. We've got some major arcana, people. All right? You're doing major things in your mind right now. Okay? Mastermind comes to mind. On some level, you're doing that. Okay? Maybe not every level, but on some level. All right? Here, you are following the path of your destiny. You are in contact with the spirits, with the dead, and the living. It's like some kind of straight shot. And then there's an issue of divine timing. I get a sense of this is your time. Okay? So that's interesting. Or this may be something that you're thinking, or whomever we're discussing here. Clearing the road, bringing the ancestors through, standing your ground, establishing yourself. These are some of the things that I get. Being firm in your will. You are like a transmitter. You are transmitting. That's what I get here with the Emperor card. You are holding it down like an antenna, and you are transmitting. Like spirit world, like the spirits into the world of the living. You are some sort of line of communication. You are connected. That's what I'm getting here, all right? Now that information may evolve as we unfold this reading. But so far, that's what I'm getting. Let's move on to the energy that may be clouding your perception of reality at the moment. And that is this. I'm going to move these into the spotlight. Oh my goodness. Well. All right. All right. I feel that this has something to do with love and passion, intense passion. intense love, pure love, intense passion. That's what I get. Pure love, intense passion. I don't see clouds. I don't see a cloud in the sky, Empress. It's the Empress card. I don't see a cloud in the sky. Here's the Emperor card. Just saying. Roles can be reversed. It may or may not resonate. This is powerful. Okay, this is clouding your perception of reality. This is interesting. Because this is the Man Brigitte, right? Goddess of the underworld. First lady of the underworld. Three of cups in three of water in this deck, but not representing, it represents, like the people, but it's like an homage. Okay? It's like an homage. So, and that's when the beauty comes into play. So maybe the issue has something to do with you can't be all that you want to be right now, maybe. There may be some things. You want a commitment. You want a committed relationship. You want to be married and have hot sex. That's one point of view. Another point of view is what's clouding your perception of reality is that you're not paying much attention. You're not concerned. You are focused on having a favorable outcome. And that favorable outcome has something to do with pure love and intense passion. Also pure passion. Okay? But I get commitment. Okay? But that's coming across to me kind of strong. So that may or may not resonate for some of y'all. All right? And it may be some deeper meanings that I'm not yet understanding the significance of. So let's let it unfold a little more. And maybe we can get some more juice out of that. Let's move on to how to improve your perception of reality and gain clarity. Understand this. Aha. I've been saying this to y'all for a while. Okay? I've been saying this to y'all, I feel, for a while. Stay cool. Right? Which, cool breeze. That's what y'all do. So I know put yourself on the cool breeze setting. All right? That's what y'all need to do. Y'all know how to do that. Get to the cool breeze setting. This also can be about understand and focus upon this. And that is that whoever the man is that is the counterpart, okay, that has got to be a wise and sober man, perhaps. Because, again, Obatala used to be an alcoholic. He's one of the creation gods. And he fucked the world up. No, I'm sorry. He didn't fuck the world up. He made handicapped people. He made handicapped people. And the other creation gods was like, really? Really? Is that what we're doing? Kind of thing. So it kind of shamed him, and, he went through a lot, you know what I'm saying? He had a dark night there for a minute, right? This is in the Yoruba, right? So he became a very exceptionally wise soul, and, he represents wise judgment because now he knows how to, the difference. You see what I'm saying? He knows the difference, and he knows the kind of burden that it carries when you don't make wise decisions and you take things lightly, too lightly. Okay? So, because I see a lot of heat here. Okay? And you may be, I'm not sure how to read that because it's supposed to be clouding your perception, and these cards don't represent clouds. You know what I'm saying? So anyhow, but I do see heat here, and I know heat can get out of hand. I know that. And she particularly doesn't get out of hand. So I feel like that is definitely an issue here. That's something. All right? That is a thing here. Because she doesn't get out of hand. She stays on her throne. She remains seated within the self. Okay, so you might be too grounded. I can't imagine it. All right? I can't imagine it. But keep it cool. All right, is what I'm getting here. Wise decisions, bursting free of your limiting beliefs and making it happen or protecting what matters most. Okay? It could be making it happen because here we're transmitting and we're following our destiny as well. We're in contact with the spirits. All right, we're firming our will, we're establishing ourselves. So this is something that's unfolding right now. Okay? Or that's the moment that's being pointed to. Is the unfolding, the process. Okay, so this would be protecting yourself by making wise decisions, protecting yourself by, or protecting your perception of reality and making sure that you're clear on a thing. Make sure that you protect what matters most and actively bring your dreams into fruition. Perhaps there's some issue around you being eager to do so. You know what I mean? Because this also could represent just your inner passion, to move and be active and be passionate. All right, and this is heavily feminine. So this is definitely representing feminine energy or a woman. Or, yeah, a woman. Yeah. And so this may just be just who you are and you're just percolating and bubbling inside. And so you're, trying. This may be, again, a process of trying to hold on to your passions and not let them run away. Okay? And because you have to be the empress. You have to be chaste and you have to be clean on whatever level we're discussing here, certainly mental health. You have to be sturdy and stable and solid and centered within yourself, and maybe you are in the process of balancing. Okay? And that is, how people balance. They don't just walk across the tightrope like they're walking on the floor, like you can just walk across the floor. You don't walk across the tightrope like that. Like each step is a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like each step is like a major fucking accomplishment. And none of those accomplishments mean anything until you get to the other side of the tightrope. Okay? Everything, all the steps you took will count if you make it to the other side. If you don't make it to the other side, none of the steps you took will be of any significance. Okay? So stay cool. Okay? That's how you can make sure to stay clear in your perceptions of reality. Be willing to burst free of limiting beliefs about getting it done or protecting yourself. But this is more an emphasis on bringing things to fruition, being active. You know what I mean? But it's like actively protecting yourself during a process. Okay? During the process, perhaps, of bursting free from your limiting beliefs. Stay stable. All right? As you see these amazing things popping forth, as you speak to the spirits, perhaps, as you deal with the revelation that you are the Queen of Wands, that you are the Queen of Fire, the Master of Fire, right? So part of your mastery is that you know not to sit there with your hand on the fire, right? That's part of the mastery. You dig what I'm saying? So, mastering being on your throne as the Empress. You see what I'm saying? You don't need to be over concerned about that. But you do need to be careful. All right? You do need to be alert, because this is also about surrendering to the spirits, not just bursting free from limiting beliefs, but that's part of surrendering to the spirits, because this card is possession. right? Represents the chariot. And it represents how the spirit, this figure in the white, is riding upon the, it's made of light. Okay, so, all right, don't take it to heart on a political level. But it's riding upon this black body, right? This dense body that is dense with matter and melanin, nothing but pure, fertile earth. You know what I'm saying? And then the spirit is pure light, and it is infinitely stronger than this body. And the body is kind of like, how you lean on the wind? You know what I'm saying? You lean on the wind. And so that's basically what you're doing. You're leaning on the wind here with the spirits. And if you stay calm and keep it cool, the messages will come through and you will see some amazing shit happen. Okay? Dreams coming true. Most probably yours. Because we do have the destiny card here. That's your divine path right there. And then here's the Les Morts. And that represents the dead. All right, here we have the queen of the underworld, right? So that's the world of the dead. And then we have the emperor here. And the queen is hanging out with the empress and the queen of fire. Okay, so that's that internal action. All right. I get a sense that you are hyper-focused on like building yourself, like you're bionic on some spiritual level. On some psychic level, you're becoming like extrasensory is the first thing that pops up into my mind. Like you might start floating shit across the room. My point is, amazing things are going to happen. So you need to try not to give in to astonishment. That's the sensation that I'm getting here. Try not to give in to astonishment, air signs, because you're about to see some amazing shit. Remain centered in yourself so you can see things clearly. All right? It may be about what you are turning into. You may be about to amaze yourself. And you need not get distracted. Okay? Keep your feet on the ground. And lean on the spirits to guide and protect you. Okay? Because let's say, for instance, let me give you for instance. You are able to see people's souls. See if they are made of, the good stuff or not. And what you can see may be disturbing, depending on what the verdict is. You know what I'm saying? And so you need to be able to calm down. Remain calm. So you can make the best decisions and be in contact with the best, most trustworthy spirits. All right? Who's benefiting all beings and working for the Creator. And make your dreams come true doing it. While being safe. Let's talk about, and let's move on, because this is getting to be wordy. We're not going to get to the hood in yours, all right? But hopefully those messages help you. How to change your circumstances around you and elevate your mood. Do this, says the spirits. Do this. Also, this could be reaching out, that the road is clearing in terms of reaching out to be in contact with the emperor. Okay? And maybe they're saying, don't freak out. Remain calm. Okay? The emperor may try to contact you. You may be attempting to contact the emperor. I don't know what the deal is. But somehow the road is clearing. You may be feeling some sort of I get a planetary shift. I get astrological alignments, because I talked about this is your time, divine timing. That's another thing this card represents. Divine timing, things like that. Like something is about to go down, or a series of things is about to go down. Now, this could be in your personal life. I'm going to guess it is. Also in the world. Okay? Right? Because that's where we live. Am I right? So they also can be talking about that in terms of all of the above. All right, moving along. How to change the circumstances around you and elevate your mood. All right, you need to take care of the atmosphere around you. All right, you may need to give an offering as well in whatever form. Spend some time with nature, but definitely give an offering, quite possibly to the ancestors. This card also talks about the ancestors possibly requiring that of you. Like, okay, we need some energy from you, kind of thing, you know. And but they're providing, like, I'm getting a mafia. I'm getting a lot here, air signs. I'm getting a lot, getting a mafia feeling. Like, are you in the mafia or some such thing? You know, you're affiliated with a group. You know what I'm saying? Or some such thing, or the spirit world, or whatever it is. This card represents the spirits, like literally. But, you know, in 3D, that may represent something else. But anyhow, point being, there's a need. You know how the mafia is famous for, like, you know, pay us for protection. Because here we have the need for protection, making wise decisions. The mafia is also recommending the wisest decisions for people often, right? And helping them burst free of limiting beliefs. Oh, you thought you were going to do this, but it will be wise. If you instead do this, you would be safer that way, I think, you know. So, yeah, all right. So somebody is Vinny Calderon or something, all right. The goddess, I get, you know, I'm sorry, the empress. So anyhow, okay, that boom, that's way side to the side. Okay, so let's come on back. Um, offering, offering. Okay. Facing your fears. You're forced to sacrifice something. You got to pay for something. If you just go ahead and pay for something, you know what I'm saying, and just spend the money, it just will be better. Face your fears. Trust the spirits. The spirits will guide you. They will help you make the wisest decisions. You might have some money you need to spend. All right? Yeah, you might need to do that. You might need to put some money into your environment, and you might have some fears about it, you know, because that, you know, you're forced to sacrifice that money. But if you do it, it's going to change your circumstances and elevate your mood. All right? Or some such thing like that, or give an offering to the spirits. A sacrifice, because here's a sacrifice and here's a sacrifice. Okay, so it's kind of like the spirits, if this is on the 5D spiritual level, you know, the emphasis, then it's like, don't fear us. I get that sensation. Don't fear us. You know, like, just learn about us, you know, work with us, cooperate with us. You help me, I'll help you. That's powerful shit, air signs. I hope I'm reading that correctly, and I hope that message helped you. All right, because that's powerful. Hmm. You might want to face your fears around feeling like you have no power over a thing, like you have to. Yeah, I can't imagine you having any kind of problem or fear about giving an offering to the spirits. So I'm going to guess that this emphasis is on the 3D, maybe paying for something or securing your environment somehow. Now, that can be any place, anywhere from your home, because this is, again, the circumstances around you, but that can also be your body. That's a possibility. Your finances, you know, pay for something to stabilize your finances. I don't know. But some of those elements, that's what we're dealing with there. all right? And you might have some fear because you feel forced to be in your circumstances. That's interesting. Okay, so how to change it is just make your circumstances nice. Okay, let's keep it moving. Okay, make your environment nice. Okay, and don't fear being stuck. Perhaps maybe you feel stuck in your environment, and how to change the circumstances around you is maybe to um, make it more pleasant for yourself. Make it more pleasant for yourself. Um, and that's how you can kind of bring the spirits into the situation, you know, because you are in an abundant environment. You are in, you know, also this could be about maintenance. Something needs maintenance and you have to spend money on it, to fix it. That's another thing. All right, let's move on. All right, but if you go ahead and do it, it'll elevate your mood. How can you be happier day to day like this? Okay, that's interesting. How can you be happier day to day? Empathy. Have some empathy for yourself. hmm It's bittersweet, whatever you're experiencing. It can be a sudden come up. Like I'm sensing um, upsides and downsides. I'm sensing pros and cons. But it's in the process of gaining something. It's like doing what you got to do. You know what I mean? And perhaps part of it is not any fun, on some level. It's karmic. You can trust that. It is necessary for your growth. You can trust that. So you need to be a little more caring about how you treat yourself during this process that you're going through. All right, hearkening on back to making your environment a pleasant one, maintaining it, or going on back to, paying for whatever it might be. If you got to suddenly pay for a thing, you don't want to spend the money, you know what I mean? Um, they're saying that it's quite possible that if you work with the spirits, you help me, I'll help you. Create more light on the planet, create more peaceful environments on the planet. That helps the planet. That helps the people energetically, of course. And that trickles on down to the physical, of course. So have some empathy for yourself, for what you're going through. Okay? Have some empathy for yourself. Or quite possibly have empathy for people. But I get self here. I get the most emphasis on self, but people can be also involved. hmm Yeah, because you may be emotionally connected to something, but it's upsetting for you. It's kind of like something or someone. Um, it's kind of like you feel something or someone so completely that, like, you feel so completely connected. I don't want to say it like everything's working out great, because that's not necessarily the case. Or you're getting along with whatever it is. I'm not saying any of that. Maybe you are, maybe you're not. But this is saying that whatever it is that you're connected to, it's got a bittersweetness to it. Like you care about it, so part of you is like, yes, emotionally connect, yes, access, granted. But at the same time, it's something is not satisfactory. Something is tearing at you, perhaps, or you know, you know what I'm saying? Like something is burning you. It's tearing. It's a turmoil. It's like something is hurting. I don't want to say hurting. That's not exactly accurate. It's more uncomfortable. Um, it's more uncomfortable. All right, and it may be sudden, but it's a process you have to go through. So their empathy needs to be involved. Have empathy for yourself, empathy for whatever it is you're connected to. That's kind of like a little bit unpleasant. You know what I'm saying? So, you don't really like being, a you know, it's bittersweet. Okay, you don't like being connected to it on some level, and on some level you do. You're glad you're connected to it. You feel connected to it. You know what I'm saying? So it's bittersweet. You know, um, but how you can be happier day to day is to have empathy for it. Don't beat yourself up for feeling connected to this thing or person. Okay, don't beat yourself up. This is karmic on some level. You're burning karma. You're being made again new. So, it's a tough going process. Okay. Hang on a second here.